Vinyl Club. The place to listen to records.
That's fucking beautiful, Sam.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to watch your enjoyment as I embarrassed myself.
Look, I did a rap to kick this thing off a couple of weeks ago, so...
Vinyl Club. And they didn't even see the uncut version.
Oh, man.
The uncut version had a lot of N-bombs. We need to talk about that.
I get in character, man.
A lot of Nigels and Nathans.
What can I say?
It's a great name for a horse, though.
Nigel.
Nathan.
Oh, Nathan. Yeah, Nathan.
Exactly.
Anyway, fucking welcome to Vinyl Club. How you doing, kids?
Face. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Hey, listen up. We got a Vinyl Club to do.
Yeah, we do. Let's be serious, because there's actually a lot of interest in Vinyl Club now. We are surrounded by record collecting nerds like us, and it's great.
Losers.
Nerds?
Fucking nerds.
I haven't bought a record in so long. I've got the itch.
The itch. You got any one of them?
Yeah,
records?
I might need to go to a doctor and get some cream for it.
Yeah, you've always needed a bit of a topical cream, that one.
For my dermatitis, yeah. Yeah, dry skin runs in the family.
It's true.
Yeah. And yours?
Yes. Seborrheic dermatitis, Sam.
Oh, the good one. The really serious one. No,
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Incurable. I've got a fatal case. It'll take me out eventually. It's a matter of if. No, a matter of when, not if.
Well, someone's going to get us. Let's get to Vinyl Club. I gave you some homework, Maxwell.
You did.
We're talking grunge.
We are talking, well, grunge, shoegaze, alt rock. I think there's a few different... If we are talking about those kind of things. We are talking Jar by Superheaven.
Formerly Daylight, for those playing along at home.
And Daylight when this album dropped too, interestingly enough.
They were Daylight when this album dropped.
But there's Daylight between now and then, Sam. Now there's Superheaven. I think this album, in the space of even just the first few songs, runs the full gamut of 90s alt rock.
Yep.
So I think there's... In the third song, Outside of Me, kind of has this Nirvana-esque kind of thing, you know, if Kurt hadn't been Moorish for some buckshot in April 94. In Sponge, you get a dose of kind of Silverchair, Nickelback going on. I think Outside of Me also maybe a little bit Foo Fighters-y in the middle, like that kind of early Dave Grohl stuff, which is essentially just Nirvana, if we can all be fucking real about it. But I feel like... And what I'm about to say is probably negative about this album.
He's going to rinse it.
Maybe. I think what this album is trying to do and what this album does are not quite... The Venn diagrams aren't two circles. They're not two independent circles. A little bit overlap, but they're not one circle.
Okay.
I think they're obviously... And we've also talked about... Silverchair. Superheaven on Vinyl Club before.
Ours is Chrome, yep.
And putting aside everything I said in that record review, I'm just going to do this one.
Didn't like that one either.
I like this one more than that one.
I thought you might.
Yeah, but I think, and I let me cut to the chase here, Sam.
Just cut to it.
I think what they are trying to do is take the best of grunge, take the best of alt rock through the 90s, repackage that, put a modern spin on it, and put that out under the Superheaven label, which is a very admirable goal. Like it's a well-loved genre. It's a well-loved period of music. It's a well-trodden path. A lot of bands sort of put their spin on it. But I think what they've missed about alt rock is that alt rock didn't exist in a vacuum. There are other things that happened around it and happened before it that kind of led to those bands. And I think they've missed that part of it.
Okay.
Let me get it back to you in some song breakdowns.
Hit me.
Let's start with Sponge, the first song on the record. To me, this is the most Triple M song. If you distilled cracking a can and someone whispering those three syllables into your ear, those ones exactly, Triple M. I think you would get this song. You would get Sponge. It is thick guitar. It's got that really bouncy alt rock bass, very 90s. It's got a little bit of Nickelback to it, but not too much Chadness in the vocal. Like it's thick. It's got places to be and things to do.
Avril Lavigne.
FKA. But then I feel like after Sponge, I felt like I didn't get a break from that exact sound until Hole in the Ground.
Yep.
I feel like that same guitar tone, that same cadence, that same tempo, same energy was in basically every song from Sponge all the way through to what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 songs.
Yep.
And I got a bit bored of it. At no time I thought, like, I don't like this moment of sound. But by the time I'd heard up to that point, I was
8
like,
songs.
fucking give it a rest. There was one point I was like, I'm so glad that the rhythm guitar shut the fuck up for a second just to give me a little moment. That's when we get to Hole in the Ground. And I think that was a great change. That was a really good mix up. It was more acoustic-y without, well, it wasn't even acoustic. It was just less overdriven, I think.
Yeah.
I think the only acoustic guitar is at the end of Around the Railing, the last track on the album. But Hole in the Ground, I think, was actually quite a nice, solid song. And Around the Railing, I actually quite liked especially the outro of that song.
Okay.
Side note, we get it. You can't do fucking heroin. Calm down, brother. Fucking hell. On the smack.
On the smack.
On the hammer.
Smack attack.
This is Smack Attack. R.I.P. I think back to what I was saying about the art. Sorry, art. Back to what I was saying about alt rock not existing in a vacuum. I think a lot of the bands that they're paying tribute to or aping in some way, like your Alice in Chains or Nirvana or early Foo Fighters, Silverchair, Nickelback, even to some degree like Red Hot Chili Peppers. I think they all had been musicians in other kinds of bands. Like Lane Staley was in a funk band.
Yeah.
Kurt Cobain grew up listening to the Pixies, like that real like, and someone's going to comment, it's not the Pixies, it's Pixies, grow up. That real like dynamic thing of soft, loud, soft, and when you bring those dynamics in and around the song. Red Hot Chili Peppers themselves are obviously a funk metal band.
Yes.
Like, I think all of those bands that they are aping had something about them that was a different sound. And I think they took just the grunge part of that and then did his essentially like 9 out of 11 songs of that.
Yes.
And I just got a bit over it by the end. And I was
Didn't
like,
get in on it.
didn't get in on it, if you will, Sam. It was outside of me. But I feel like
It felt sheltered.
it was a crawl.
Nope.
But I felt like if you played me any one song, I'd go, yeah, I like that song.
Yeah.
But if you played me
As a
all of
collective,
these songs, I went, wow, that's a lot. So I'm torn. Natalie Imbruglia on this. Sam.
You're Natalie Imbruglia.
Yeah. And I don't know how to rate this because I can't point to a song and say, I don't like that song.
What songs did you like?
I definitely liked Hole in the Ground.
Yeah.
I liked Around the Railing. And look, Youngest Daughter, it does hold up. It's a good song. Like, I can understand
It's
why.
just the riff.
Yeah. It's
The riff is monstrous.
It's the riff, but I also think it is the first song to have that kind of dynamic change in it. There's a bit of soft, loud, soft. There's a bit of different guitar tone in there. And like, it's definitely not as much of a change as Hole in the Ground, but it's the first song where I was like, oh, thank you. Bit of something else.
Maybe it's not useless. They tried to Somervale. If you know, you know.
I like KYK. And so, yeah, I don't know how to necessarily rate this.
Okay.
I think for me, this is a playlist album,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think for me, there's some... So I agree with you. A lot of the album for me, and Superheaven in general, is probably the one criticism I have of them, is that if you're into that sort of guitar sound, you're going to love them.
Yep.
But if you're into vocals that are a bit dynamic, you're probably going to find it difficult. So for me, it's songs like Youngest Daughter, obviously, because the guitars fluctuate. You've got the massive riffs. You've got that soft, loud, soft. Crawl. There's 2 singers you probably heard.
Blink-182 has 2 singers.
It has 2 singers. Crawl has a bit more dynamic in the chorus, which I liked as well. And then In On It as well, I think, has that nice distinction between rhythm and lead. The leads actually play a riff.
Yep. Which
Whereas-
doesn't happen that often in this record.
Doesn't happen that often because, they've gone the grunge route where it's heavy power chords, everyone's playing the same thing, and it's going to be a wall of sound when I see it live in April. Mm-hmm. It's going to pop off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely understand where you're coming from when you say that, you know, it's all kind of the same.
And what I'm talking about, I think, also is at the same time as me saying it's a playlist album, it's an album that I'd listen to once, pick the songs I like, and then probably never come back to the full album.
Which is pretty much what I did with this album.
But at the same time as saying that, if you put this, if I was in the right mood to hear something thick and punchy and rocky, if you put this on, like if I wasn't paying attention, if I was just like at a party or at pre-drinks before I went to a gig or something like that, and I was in the mood to hear this kind of music, it would all blur into one in a sense where I'm like, cool, this is just like 40 minutes of like, fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I just don't know where I stand in that ledger.
It's not for intentional
Yeah.
album listening.
No, I don't think it's let's put this on and really dive deep into our emotions.
Yeah. The only one I go back to time and time again is Youngest Daughter.
Yep, that's fair.
Because the flanger at the start and then launch into oblivion.
I mean, it's a bit TikTok famous.
It is TikTok famous. That's why it's got so many streams.
Yes.
It's pretty much Everlong.
It's interesting that you say it's pretty much Everlong. After I listened to this record,
It's the same chords.
Well, more broadly, I went and listened to a lot of 90s grunge and a lot of 90s alt rock to kind of like be able to talk about that. I listened to some early Foo Fighters and a song that had very similar guitar tones to most of this album is Monkey Wrench.
Yeah.
And I think for me, the key difference between Monkey Wrench and this album, or like just the general tones of those two things, are Dave Grohl's a lot more forward in the mix in Monkey Wrench. Mm-hmm. You get a lot more of that, like him vocal, putting a lot more melody into it as well. But I think for me, it was Monkey Wrench has definitive parts of that song. Like it's got the riff. It's got the, as it goes, it's got the chorus, which breaks down to more of the like it's gone from that fast riffy start to like, don't want to be on Monkey Ranch.
Yeah.
And then it gets into the one last thing before I quit part. And I think like through that song, it's only 2.5 minutes long or whatever, but like I know exactly where I'm in the song. It has more of a song, like traditional pop song structure.
Yep.
And I think these songs could have done with that a bit more, just to make them stand out.
Well, we'll try and interview them in April and you can...
Have you thought about writing a song?
Have you thought about, I don't know, dynamicism?
Dynamicism.
Have you thought about feminine nom?
Have you thought about my nana's-isms?
Whoa.
Geez, Dad, it's fine.
So was mine. How good.
Rip to the nanas.
Well, if you start a new job, they're all alive again, so...
That's true. It's very true. Sam, I've got some homework I want to set you for the week, and it is vastly different.
Great.
This is...
Nina Gioraci, OK Computer.
Yep, I Love My Computer by Nina Gioraci.
Fuck.
So
OK
close.
Computer's the Radiohead one.
Yes.
Cool. Oh, good. It's got all that.
Got all the songs listed on the back, which is good.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Also,
someone needs to clean their room.
Yeah, bit messy, that room, isn't it?
It's full on. But this album, obviously...
Won her an ARIA.
I fucking didn't shut the fuck up about it for most of the end of last year. I just think it's such a good electronic, not even dance record necessarily, but electronic record in the way that like, I think it's kind of like electronic emo a little bit.
Yeah, it is a little bit. It's got like Digimon soundtrack vibes to it.
Yeah. And I think if you look through like the plethora, Sam, if you will, of shit on her floor, you can see Pokemon references and anime references and all kind of stuff in there. So
Kodak. What else is... Yeah, there's lots of anime. Yeah. It's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
Some Scoobies.
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh.
Like skill, we're listening to Nina Gioraci.
Yeah, cool. I'm keen to dive in. Sailor Moon.
Oh. Well.
Thank you, sir.
Any final thoughts for the week?
Counting down till record store day. Tell you what. There's a few I want to pick up. New Joji. Mm-hmm. Really keen to get that. And then Sarah's new album as well. What about you, sir?
This was one of my first from the year, coming in hot, and I'm looking forward to getting a couple more. I've got a couple more on order from my little Vinyl Club purchase thing. Something that actually, what I'm enjoying about that is that because there's a limited selection of the ones that you can pick, it's forced me to go, I do want that record, but I would never have bought that record for myself.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, this is
they give you a select few to choose from.
Yeah, they usually give like sort of 10 to pick from. And pretty good selection. Like, there'll be hip hop albums and rock albums and new stuff and legacy stuff and all sorts. And it's meant, I think I got a Miles Davis record the other day. And I was like, I do want to get some jazz into my collection, but I just wouldn't know where to start. And
Didn't you get Kind of Blue?
I think I did get Kind of Blue, yeah. So that kind of thing where it's pushing me outside my comfort zone in a good way.
Love that. Sick.
Fucking thick, dude.